Just one of my favorite movies ever. If you know, you know. It's a brisk 50 degrees this morning. Not too bad. Definitely winter's not over. I think it's still got something in store for us. But for the next couple of weeks, it looks like it's going to be riding season. So, not even sure. I'm not even sure if I'm going to post this ride this morning, but this is my first ride with the DJI Mic Mini inside my helmet, so I wanted to see what the quality was. Right now, honestly, I need to move it up. I feel like my chin is going to knock it off anytime, so I might pull over here just a minute, and I've got 2 spots I can put it in with the magnet that it comes with, and I think I'll put it in the upper spot instead of the lower one, because the lower one is right on top of my chin, and I don't like it. It feels like my chin's gonna knock it off. So that's what I'm gonna do here in a minute, but I just wanted to say I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post this. I'm not sure if the audio is going to be any good or not. My expectations are high. I've got the gain set at -12, so if there's any clipping, well, I say there's nothing I can do about it, but there is one other option I'm going to try. It's something I saw on CycleVybes, which is a channel that I watch a lot of. I used to watch more of it because that dude has a CB1000, and same bike I used to ride, and he's done a lot of modifications and whatnot to it, and so I always kept up with that channel just to see what he was doing to the old CB next. But anyway, he had a little trick, and if this audio isn't any good, then that's what I'm going to try. Anyway, I'll show you guys. I'll make a video of that, and I'll show you guys what's going on. It's a very ghetto trick, but it seems to work.
This is whatever you want to call it. Believe it or not, guys, I stuck. This is one of those wrapping styrofoam things that comes with whatever you purchase. So this is a thin one. I actually just broke a piece of this off. And let me pop this open. I broke a piece of it off. And I dropped it in there.
So if I've got clipping in this video, then we'll try that. Anyway, let's check in. How's everybody this morning? Everybody feeling okay? Everybody feeling safe from themselves, especially? You know, I've put my thoughts out there in videos in the past. If you haven't seen them, I'll link to it up top, right up there. Yeah, so just want to check in, make sure everybody's safe this morning. It is a beautiful morning. God, I hate it when people say that, and mornings are not beautiful, but I am a person that hates mornings. But also, I'm a person that doesn't have to be at work till 11 o'clock. So, I miss that morning traffic, which is fucking brutal. And I also don't have to wake up so early. I'm not a morning person. I was raised, which I'm sure a lot of you were, a man wakes up early, before the sun. blah, blah, blah. My dad says that. He's always said that. He's always been a proponent of, you're not a man if you can't wake up early in the morning. I disagree. Anyway, I really didn't get up and get on the bike this morning with any intentions of getting all up in our fields, so we will exit stage left of the fields, and that's enough of that. Alright, I am going to pull over. What time is it? Alright, it's 9:46. I got plenty of time. I'm going to pull over right up here, and I am going to unglove and move this mic to that upper position and see if that helps. Let's see here. Yeah, let's pull over right here in front of the church. It's Monday morning. I don't think it'll be busy. All right, let's see. All right, put my helmet back on, see if this is any easier to take on or... No, it's not easier to take on or off. But once I have it on, okay, my chin is free. I've got a fuzzy dead cat. Feels like it's trying to get in my mouth. But that's not too bad. Other than that, yeah, I do like the placement better, but it is still kind of a pain to take the helmet on and off with it like that. So the next step, I might use the little spring hinge clip that's on the mic, and maybe if I put it inside my helmet, clipped on inside there, it won't take up as much room, because right now it's on my clamp, on my my camera mount, my helmet clamp camera mount. I don't know what to call that thing. So the part of the clamp that's inside my helmet, even though it's pretty thin, it of course still sticks out a little bit inside my helmet. So not only would attaching the mic directly to the helmet, yeah, this isn't gonna work, because as my helmet shifts while I ride, this mic feels like it just crawls right up into my mouth. So I want to pull up over here again and put it inside my helmet. Anyway, what I was saying is, with it clipped inside my helmet, I can kind of move it off to the side, and so it won't be protruding as much to my face and my chin, and maybe it'll be off to the side enough that I won't have the furry cover, the dead cat, in my mouth, which is where it is right now. I'm sure I'm clipping out something crazy, but hang with me. I'm going to fix that here in just a second. Let me shut the visor, and we'll just cruise without me talking and see just how the engine sound is until I get up here and get stopped and move this thing again. Let's try this again. All right, sorry about all that. Hopefully I've got it fixed. I'll show you a picture. What I've got going on here, I've got it hooked up to my helmet instead of hooked up to the clamp. Now that my helmet's on, it was a lot easier to put it back on, and I don't have the fuzzy ball in my mouth anymore. I'm guessing it's going to be easier to take the helmet off this way too, so all good. Let's get on with it. Everybody just parted just for me. Problem is, I'm already doing 70 in a 55 and through a place that's notorious for tickets. I'm not trying to get to work in a hurry. I don't really want to speed through here, but I seem obliged to do so since everybody got over for me. Maybe the friendly police officer will appreciate my logic. Oh, and there he is right there. Yep, I told you he was here. Not sure what my speed was. My camera's kind of blocking it. We'll look on the camera later. I don't think I was much over 60 when I passed him. I don't think he's gonna come try to get me. Good thing I slowed down though. I guess honestly my best bet was probably to stay with that group of cars that was doing about 65 back there. I probably would have been safer with them. No sign of him yet. Looks like another one maybe up there. I need glasses. I don't think that's a cop. It's just a white car. It's not even a car. Hey, so speaking of which, I get my glasses at the VA, and the VA for me is in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm not sure if you're familiar, probably not, with the roads up in that area. I checked the weather. It's going to be gorgeous that day. Perfect riding weather. So I'm taking the bike to Fayetteville, and what I plan on doing is taking it up I-49 interstate all the way to the VA. And then coming down US 71 north. So if you're from this area, you know that that is a beautiful road, nice and curvy. The scenery is phenomenal. I mean, going up 59 is pretty. It's pretty. You've got some really tall bridges. Of course, the mountains. This time of year, they're all brown. But still, it's very scenic still. But coming back the other way, and I haven't done that in a long time. In fact, the last time I came back that way, I believe it was my wife and I on the Harley, and it was nighttime, so it wasn't quite as pretty as it could have been. Still, it's a nice curvy road. Got to watch for deer, especially this time of year. They are out. But anyway, that's what I'm doing Friday, and I plan on recording it. We'll see how the battery and the SD card hold up, because that'll be a couple of hours worth of content that I'll need to record and then edit down. But anyway, something to look forward to. So yeah, hit the subscribe button and the ring notifications and all the other stuff that the YouTubers say to do. So anyway, yeah, for real though, hit the subscribe button. Come on, man, it helps me out. You know it does. I've just got a little past 500 subscribers, which I'm pretty proud of. I know there's motovloggers out there that probably laugh at that, but at one time they had 500 subscribers too, and they were pretty proud. So I'm pretty proud of that. I think the last I checked it was like 517. I think I picked up 17 more this week. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. It does help. I would eventually like to get monetized on this channel, and honestly, I am up for retirement from my federal job with the Army in July. I would like to get monetized by July. I would like to retire and just do this full time. And I know what you're saying, but Michael, you're not good enough. These videos suck. I know they do. I know they do. I hear you. But I'm trying to make sure that I follow Mr. Beast's advice. And but seriously, this is really good advice. He said, every video that you make, you should be trying to make sure that it's better than the last one you posted. Not even phenomenally better, just better. I mean seriously, 1% better. And if I make 50 videos, well, then I'm 50% better than I was before, than I was on my first videos. So the math works, and I don't even math. And I can see that works. So anyway, all jokes aside, I would truly like to do this full time, like everybody else. But the problem with people wanting to create content for a living on YouTube is they want to not work now. They want YouTube to work now. They don't want to have to go to their job tomorrow. And as soon as they start having to go to their job tomorrow, instead of creating another video on YouTube, and they see the numbers that are coming across YouTube, and they're looking at their views and they're looking at their subscribers, and nothing seems to be happening, then then they just quit. And I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the average is less than 10 videos is what most people create on YouTube before they quit. And I'm not just talking about the quitters. I'm saying most people that have an account on YouTube that have actually created content, the average is below 10 videos. So the people that actually have a nice following, a nice subscriber count, and are getting good views and are monetized and getting paid for what they, what they're doing, they are a very small drop in the bucket compared to all the people that have tried and failed on YouTube. But the answer is not give up and walk away. The answer is to do the opposite of what the majority of people on YouTube are doing. Because the minority of YouTube are the ones that are making the money. And what did they do right? Well, they kept producing videos. It didn't matter. They showed up. It didn't matter if their videos sucked, like mine. They just kept doing it. And with practice comes perfection. Now, I don't think I'll get perfect in this, no, but come on, I have to get better. I can't get worse. There is no getting worse. So I can only go up from here. So if I keep posting at least once a week, then surely the numbers will reflect what it is that I'm trying to do. Which is ultimately do this as a not necessarily a side hustle to my retirement, but and not even as a hobby. Right now it's a hobby, but the goal is to make enough money to subsidize my retirement so I don't have to change my quality of life just in order to be able to retire. Does that make sense? If it does, then put a comment down below. Oh. Anyway, let's just be quiet for a minute and enjoy the ride. I'm gonna see. Let's see how the engine sound is with the mic inside the helmet. Let's see how that sounds. I know it was just droning along at 7,000 RPMs. That wasn't much of a test, was it? But here's just a stoplight, so we'll get plenty of tests. And plus, that's the interstate right up there. We'll get plenty of time to test. Honestly, I don't even know if this damn thing's on. I can't tell because the lower portion of my visor where the camera is, I can see the camera, but it's fogged up and I can't see if it's actually recording or not. Plus, I think it might have even turned off. The screen might have gone to sleep. Here, let's raise this. Yeah, the screen's off, but the red light's blinking, so I don't know if that means it's recording or if the recording is paused. I don't know what all happened back there when I was changing that mic out. I know I was scared that it stopped recording, so I shut everything down and turned everything back on and made sure the mic was hooked back up and all of that. So let's hope that it's recording. Okay, that is engine sound with the visor up. So what I'll do now is get up here to the stoplight, and I'm gonna get on that on-ramp right up there where that red pickup truck is pulling through, that white one. I'm gonna go left there, and we will test engine sound with the visor down this time. So hey, while we're sitting at this light, let me ask you, and I do want you to put this down in the comments, because I do want your feedback on this. I was thinking about making an oil change video, but everybody's got an oil change video, and everybody knows how to change their oil. Wouldn't it be nice if we had an ASMR oil change video? Is that something that you guys are interested in seeing? I'd like to put one together. Anyway, enough about that. Let's do this. This bike screams. It gets up there so fast. It's so much fun. Sure, my 1000 did that too, but it just seems like this one's so much more engaging. It asks more of me. You know what I mean? Without any rider aids or Gatorades. Actually, I could do for a Gatorade. We might stop again up here at the gas station and get something to drink. No, I don't get sidetracked much. But no, anyway, without all the rider aids, it asks more of the rider, and it just, I don't know, it feels like I'm more connected with the road. And I mean, to me, isn't that the whole point? You know, I've ridden this road to work for the last 18 years, and never fails on any motorcycle that I've had. This little stretch right here, I don't know, I'll try to zoom in and snap a screenshot of this, but the road has these little grooves. I'm guessing they're there for the rain. I don't know. They've always been there though. Ever since I've ridden this road, those grooves have been in it. I know way back behind me there's a bridge that goes over the river, and it's got grooves in it as well. So I'm guessing it's for rainwater runoff control, something. I don't know. Anyway, it goes on until right up here at the Oklahoma line, and then the road changes, of course, because it's a different state that's maintaining it. But what I was getting to was, any bike I'm on, I think something's wrong with it through that spot. It never fails. It pulls my tire in a way that sometimes feels like I've got low air pressure, or maybe too high of air pressure, or maybe my wheel is loose. I don't know, if you ride, you know the questions that go through your head about maintenance issues when you're riding, and anything that feels a little different or sounds a little different, it kind of drones right there in your brain until it drives you crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You know. What I'm going to give a shout out because I have really enjoyed his videos, but you guys should go check out Live Love, or is it Love Live and Go Fast. His name's Micah and his content is excellent. He is a natural behind the camera and on camera. And it's just so enjoying to watch his videos. And he does a lot of maintenance and he does a lot of riding, just like all the rest of us. But it just has that, I don't know, to me it has more of an entertaining feel to it. And here lately I've just been watching a lot of his videos, and he puts out a lot of content. If you go back far enough into his content, you can see that he didn't start with motorcycles. He actually started, looks like with guns, doing gun reviews and things like that. Now he still brings guns on, like I don't know, a couple of videos ago, and he never said anything in it that he was going to do this. I just happened to watch till the end of the video and saw that he took his a lot of his Amazon boxes down to the bottoms and took a shotgun full of some incendiary rounds and had himself a little bonfire. Okay, that was awesome. Anyway, go check him out, and I'm not saying it to beef up his page. I don't even know the guy. I'm just saying I enjoy the content, and you guys might like it too. And I know how hard it gets to find stuff on YouTube anymore. Even though you search something, you only get a little portion of what's actually out there until you start searching for it for hours, and then you start seeing stuff that you had never seen on there before. What happened? Yeah, if I could just learn to ride a bike, I'd be all right. But I got to talking to you guys and left this thing in fourth gear, or fifth, I don't know, one of those upper gears, and you can't take off that way. And so now I embarrassed myself in front of all the other people. All the other people are looking at me and they're laughing at me, and one of them's pulling in behind me, gonna see me going in, probably gonna ask me, hey, do you know you stalled back there? And I'm gonna say, I don't know what you're talking about, man. All right, let's go get a Celsius. Or two if they're on sale. All right. All right, 2 for 5. That works. Look at that. Nobody said anything about me stalling out at the light. Should I cut that out? Maybe I'll cut that out. Maybe I'll edit that out and none of you will ever know. Or maybe I'll leave it in. That way you all know. And you can all give me shit about it. Yeah, it's warming up quite nicely. I think I'm even going to take off my jacket and try to stick that in here. We'll see. 656. If it's more. Alright, so let's see here. How's this going to work? You know, I've been researching backpacks because I want the perfect backpack, and this one isn't bad. This one isn't bad, but I got caught in a rain shower with it, and luckily I didn't have my electronics in there. But man, everything inside it when I got home was just soaked, and so I'd like to find something waterproof. But the thing is, I like the pockets on this one. I like the way it's set up, and I like the size of it. Man, it's full right now. That jacket filled her up. But anyway, I like the size of it. And I like, you know, the way this the compartments are set up and everything. Oh shit, did I really? Alright, so I left my keys in my pocket of my jacket. Go ahead. Down in the comments, right, idiot. Alright, so let's dig this keys. So this has been a great day so far. In the last 5 minutes, I have stalled my bike. Look at there they are. And worn a helmet into a gas station, which is something I never do. I will take my helmet off every time because I don't like being that guy that walks around with his damn helmet on like he's some kind of stormtrooper. So I always take it off. People are wondering why the hell I'm talking to myself. Well, I'm not. I'm talking to YouTube. Alright, so anyway, I don't like being that guy that leaves his helmet on, but I did it for y'all. I did it for you guys. And that matters, right? Alright, much better. It says it's 56 out here. It feels like 70. So, jacket's gone. Gloves are back out. So anyway, yeah. Oh well. Let me get all situated here. I don't want to distract myself when I'm about to pull out into this. So we'll talk about backpacks in a minute. Jesus Christ, Michael. Let's just act today like we don't even know how to ride. You guys ever get that when you put on a different pair of gloves and everything feels different? You put a different pair of gloves on mid-ride. Yeah, sure, Michael, let's make excuses. Let's make excuses of all the ways you don't know how to ride. Boy, I've been doing this for longer than you've been alive. And I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, anyway, so I was talking about backpacks. Yeah, so backpacks are high, man. And I've got probably a dozen of them at the house because working like I do, I carry a backpack to work every day. Well, that's the last gear I had. Anyway, so I carry a backpack to work every day. And I've gotten trapped in the rain. I don't want my electronics ruined because I got trapped in the rain. So I'm looking for that perfect backpack that fits everything right, feels good while I'm riding, which is a benefit of this one that I've got on right now. that Highlands tactical backpack, which it's not waterproof, but it checks every other box. It feels good. It's connected to me. It's not blowing around. It doesn't feel like it's dragging in the wind, anything like that. It holds all of my gear, not only for work, but also all of my camera gear. I mean, I've got 3 microphones. I've got my camera, my chin mount. Right now I've got my jacket in there. I've got my iPad. I've got, it's full. Oh, look, Outlaw passed me. He is so cool, though. Did you see him? I'm so glad that he can drive that fast in his truck. Anyway. So, ideally, I guess, and it occurred to me yesterday, because I'm slow mentally, and driving. I'm only doing 70, and I just got passed by Outlaw, the truck. I'm gonna stay back here. I don't want to pass him. It seems upsetting. Anyway, it occurred to me yesterday that maybe I'm not looking for a new backpack. But like I said, this one checks all the boxes except for waterproof. And every time I find another backpack online that seems to check all the boxes, hey buddy, they want well over $100 for it. And 2, it's not waterproof. I mean, there are waterproof ones out there, but they're more just like bags that fold over. They don't have compartments. They don't keep your stuff separated. They don't do all the things like that. Anyway, they don't check all of my boxes. I don't even look at those. But the other ones are just water resistant, weather resistant. They still let in the water. And I've got thousands of dollars worth of equipment in my backpack that doesn't need to be getting wet. So maybe I'm not looking for a backpack. Maybe I'm just looking for a rain guard to put on my backpack, something that I can put in my backpack, and if it starts raining, I can pull over and attach it to my backpack. Or if it looks like it might rain between here and X destination, then go ahead and just put it on. And so I guess I'm looking now at I'm creating different boxes that I need to check. This is my personality. I research something to death, consumer-wise, until it evolves into something completely different. And now I'm developing. I don't even know what boxes need checked now. So now I'm looking at rain guards. I need to figure out what boxes that needs to check and find me a rain guard that checks. Maybe what I should do is just spend the $10 and buy me the rain guard, ride with it, make sure that it doesn't blow around the way, that it stays on my backpack and doesn't cause any problems going down the road. Maybe try that, not in the rain, and then get home and douse it with a water hose. Or even more fun, this is what I'll do. We'll make a video of it, and I'll let the grandkids douse me with a water hose. Of course, we're going to wait till it warms up. I'm not going to do that in 50-degree weather. This is not a polar bear challenge. Anyway, yeah, so we'll let the grandkids spray me down with water, and then we'll see if that worked. And then if it doesn't work, I only wasted $10 and we can back up, try again, and we know what to look for because we'll know what didn't work. So let's do that. Deal? Deal. Let's shake hands. Shake hands? I can't, dude. I'm driving. All right. All right, so I have talked to you guys my entire way to work, and the time has just flown by. It has. I've enjoyed it. I enjoy my time with you guys here. All 5 of you. Y'all mean the world to me. Now, go out there and multiply. And become 10. Be 10 of you. I know you can do it. I know you've got it in you. Oh, that was a terrible thing to say. I don't think you have 10 people in you. In any sense of what that sounded like. Yeah, I know. My wife told me. I messed up. I'm broken. We're all broken. You're gonna wallow in it. There's 2 different ways you can wallow in it. And honestly, I do both. You can either wallow in it in the depressing way, or you can wallow in it in the fun way. And you know, both are equally fun to me. I'm weird. Sometimes I just want to get down in it and be melancholy, you know, and sometimes I just want to embrace it and make people wonder what the hell is going on. I got to be careful on this road. They put down new chip seal not too long ago, so there's still some spots on it that are loose. I hate chip seal. If you ride a motorcycle, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's terrible, and it will cause an accident so fast. But right up here on this corner, it's still a little loose, which is, you know, the perfect place for the chip seal to still be loose is right here on this corner, way down here, down in the bottoms where there are no policemen, and you can go as fast as you want. Of course, it's still loose there. All right, so we'll slow down. We'll take this corner, hopefully keep it up off its side, and we're good. But if y'all ever wonder why I drive so slow right through here, it's because it doesn't get much traffic. That's my work right up there. This doesn't get much traffic, and so it's still pretty loose. So anyway, to the 2 of you that stayed for the entire video, we made it. I made it to work. And you made it through another video. Congratulations. You really do deserve a medal or something, because these are awful and I know it, but I'm trying. So, hey, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.